Hey guys, we made it today.
Yeah.
Another Monday down.
Period,
You
period,
know,
period.
clearly yesterday with the Super Bowl, I must have gotten my days confused. So please excuse the error. But thank you for coming and tuning in to another recap and review of the Traitors season 3 with your faves, Keeks, G, and Oliver. You already know what to do. That doesn't mean no shade to the other faves of Lena and Brandon and whoever else we bring along. Okay. We have many rotating guests on this podcast. Thank you very much. Just want to clarify that.
Hey, that you could replace us. No, I'm joking.
And while we're at it,
Listen,
make
because Kate, you're not getting your way in the turret, Miss Ma'am.
right.
No,
Not this time.
Not this time. And while we're at it, make sure to hit that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, make sure to hit it like, chat it up in the chat with us. What's up, Bloody Money? Tom Sandoval lives, but next week I am scared.
Hi, Bloody.
Sophie, so they didn't come on tonight? Yeah, we didn't. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry. My bad. But hey guys, it's a new week. Oh my god. Super Bowl Sunday was yesterday. That sport was yesterday. Go sports.
The black people won. That's what matters.
Black people won. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Black History Month.
Back to back.
How did y'all feel about the Kendrick performance? I loved it. I'm a huge Kendrick fan, so I'm gonna say I loved it.
Good performance. Got the message completely. And hey, entertainment is entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a good performance. I also will be so interested to see, like, from the Super Bowl to the tour, especially with SZA. She was lip syncing for her life. Shantae,
Yes.
she did stay.
What?
Yes,
Oh, yes.
G. She was.
Oh, yes.
Girl can sing, so I'm not gonna take that away from her. I don't care.
And that's where I will give it to SZA, because I think that what she was singing was like a backtrack for like the live. So it was like a fresh track, but baby was lip syncing. But again, if I was RuPaul, Shantae, you stank, babe.
Yes, absolutely. Lollapalooza. She would have won. She would have won that round for sure.
She would have got that $5,000 check. Absolutely.
Yes, at the end of the episode.
Yeah, I'll be very
Wes is crying.
To the tour.
Yeah, I'm excited. I am going to the tour. I do want to say real quick, we talking about the Super Bowl real quick. If you want to wait, get your little drink before we get into the Traitors, go ahead. So, I had actually bought tickets for Philly show, but I'm not going to the Philly show anymore. So I ended up getting MetLife tickets. And I was like, dang, like, are my Philly tickets gonna sell? And I've had them on resale for since December, pretty much, since I determined that I was gonna go to the MetLife show. And I was like, you know what? After the Super Bowl, they're gonna sell. They sold 15 minutes after his performance. I said, look at that. Somebody was sold based off of his performance last night.
They said, say, hey, Drake. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Say, Drake.
It was Serena that did it for me, though. Shout out to the girl.
Shout out to Serena. Okay.
Screaming. I was like, Serena, girl.
I know. I was like, yes, I'm so hyped. Listen, as somebody that was a fan or is a fan of both of their music, all I know is like game over for real. Like it's done. Like he been won that. But wow, can't wait to listen to Not Like Us live. That's gonna be amazing. But yeah, go Birds, go Eagles, congratulations. I went to the Super Bowl back in
whatever they say
in 2017. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm sure it was crazy last night. Yeah, caw, cheap, like Corey would say, Corey King from Drag Race, cheap, But anyway, okay, so let's get into the latest episode of the Traitors. And baby, I am so happy. If y'all haven't seen the video of Bob the drag queen, please make your way to Bob's socials because that was great. Like, please, like, so good. But the theme of this episode to me, or the quote that relates to it the best, is from Monique from Charm School when she said, "When you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite, baby." And that's exactly what Rob did today. So we start off the episode with the traitors in the turret. And they're over here chatting it up away. They clearly don't trust each other. I said, how are they going to get through this murder at all? And then we have, obviously, they're trying to go down the line of who to freaking vote for. And Rob, of course, brings up Derek. And I'm over here like, of course you would. Of course you would try to get your way and murder Derek. Rob doesn't want to share who also had a shield from his group. And I said, so why is it that they have to do everything for you, but you can't return the favor? Like,
but not only that,
trust.
Not only that, but listen here, Barcelona Rob, I don't know what possessed you to make this stupid of a move. Because why would you say, like, I understand the whole thought process of, oh, let me eliminate the most obvious person because then it's going to frame me and I can use that as a defense. But babe, like 3 times you eliminated 3 of the loudest people in the room who are going against you. Why would you think that this was a smart move? I beg.
Why were you so confident in your gameplay, knowing you came in with the 3 people that Bob put a target on and the other 2 are like, why are you so confident that you could finesse all the rest of these game players in the game still there? Like, yeah, you have your little posse that are not gamers, okay? And you, well, I'll wait till we get to that round table, but Rob, you're giving it away, honestly, in the way that you speak.
Right. I was like, are you sure you don't want? I was like, all the signs are pointing to Rob's a traitor. Rob's a traitor. Yeah. So they're going through it. You know, obviously Danielle's like, I don't want to go with Rob. They're over here saying they don't want to go for Brittany. They're talking about like possibly trying to get Sam. And they're like, no, like Sam doesn't open his mouth, whatever.
Let me speak on this real quick, Caroline. Perfect opportunity, like I was saying last week, for y'all to jump and get Boston Rob out, you know, for y'all to have your power over him. But you sunk in and let him take over again. Weren't you the one complaining for the first 6 episodes that nobody's listening to you? I don't have no power, blah, blah, blah. How come you didn't put that heavy boot down in that turret and pick who you wanted to go home? Do you understand? Why were you sitting there letting Rob be the one saying their names, Danielle being the one to say no? She's putting her cards out there as well. Like, oh, I can't, get rid of this person. We can't do this. And of course, Rob is saying names. And then Caroline, you just sitting there doing what? Second-handing Rob? Oh, we just don't know what we're going to do. We're trying to coordinate, but it's basically she's throwing it on Danielle. How about you speak the heck up? Put that boot down. Because I know them boots is heavy. You want to, lay your shit to rest? Put it down. And then say who you want out. Stop making it seem like it's Danielle's fault. I don't appreciate that, Caroline.
And absolutely, G is right. Those boots, yeah, they getting them calves a workout. For sure. Trust. I've worn some. I know. Mm-hmm.
Those them Hot Topic boots. Them Doc Martin boots and stuff.
That you have to break in. You have to break.
Yes, that you have to break in. No wonder she been wearing them out. Live. So let's get to breakfast because pretty much Rob gets his way. And the girls,
but he does get his way, but the way they directed it, here we go, with production, they wanted to seem as if like they didn't pick anybody. Rob is over
right
in the confessional, like, oh, well, what are we going to do? Has this ever happened before? What happens when we never had, traitors agree on who they're going to murder? And I'm just like, y'all are producing this shit as if we already know who's going home this episode. Like the foreshadowing,
Right.
like we talk about, it's so obvious, and it just lets me know that y'all really dragged out this man going home for at least 2 episodes so that y'all could have those 2 previous episodes to, you know what I mean, like have some sort of like drama going on in the house. But go ahead, sorry about that.
No. I agree. I just want to highlight this. Derek was the nail in Rob's coffin. It was the smart decision. Didn't hurt her. Exactly why Danielle didn't fight it. And yeah, I agree with that. This was definitely their opportunity to put all that blame onto Rob. So I don't blame them for pushing it back. But I just thought it was stupid considering, hello, Rob, you know, like Derek most likely does not have protection. You knew that this was going to put a lot of blood on your hands if you did this. Granted, yeah, sure, I wanted you out anyway, but as a traitor, for somebody to make it seem like they're playing such a smart game, I don't think that was the smartest move for him, but whatever.
Listen, and I completely agree. And I'll say this right up front. This boot order from the three amigos, the 3 musketeers, if you will.
Yep.
I was elated. It was like Beyonce winning album of the year all over again. But the problem for me is, and this is why London Rob, Moscow Rob, you make no sense. Because what's happening here is, just like Dreadful said, all these murders have been for your benefit. So
right.
If you link back the people who were murdered and the reasoning of why, they can all be linked back to Rob. Because he didn't allow the women to make a decision, it didn't leave up the focus for these 3 episodes. So Boston Market, you did it yourself. I don't know.
Boston Market, bro.
Please.
I was like, you know what? It's about
time y'all ate some Boston Market, I'm dead.
They all closed by me. I haven't had Boston Market in years, baby.
It's unfortunate. It's truly a tragedy. Truly is. But yeah,
Boston Market is funny. Stop it. Literally. Oh my God.
You're right. Okay, he didn't give anybody the opportunity to even make a decision. He was just like, I think I'm gonna go for Derek. I think I'm gonna
you gotta give me this one. You gotta give me this one to earn my trust back. Okay, so take it. Go ahead, have fun.
And that's the other part. That's the other thing that gets me. How are you gonna tell me, oh, you need to give me this one, as if you didn't take the last 3?
Right.
Girl, bye.
As if you didn't turn on Bob the drag queen first. Like, oh my God, whatever. So we get to breakfast, right? The girls are saying that they hope it's Tom. they hate him so much. They said, oh, only one can hope. I'm like, God dang. Brittany, I was cracking up calling Ivar furniture, because that's what he is. IKEA furniture, to be exact. Just like Casey from The Challenge and Big Brother. Furniture. I'm always gonna hit Casey the Couch Clark. Sorry. So then, as people are coming in, they're like, oh, who's left? Then it turns out to be Rob and Dylan that walk in last, right? And then Rob is like, oh, you know, not even acting for real. Like, he's not even taking, like, he's not really acting for real or anything. But they're all surprised that Derek is the one out. And Tom, even before Rob came in, he was like, you know, Tom turned it on finally this episode. It only took 7 episodes for Tom to finally get it.
Shit on. The producers told us, we're going to give you this episode. You got it. Wear your red tracksuit. You understand? We got you. And that's what he did. I don't even want to get started. I don't want to mess up the flow. But if we really get into it, it's giving Tom, there was no way your ass knew what to do with this information and or how to play it or anything. They told you what to do because they geared this episode towards you. Just saying.
I just want to say, bloody money. Producers said this episode is for you. They gifted you this episode directly to you, Bloody Money. So you better.
Bloody Money. I'm so sorry, but I don't like that.
Bloody Bunny. It's okay. We understand you're the one Tom Sandoval fan in the world. We understand. But I do want to point this out too. Gabby saying Ivar is dead, but she's sitting a couple feet from him. That had me weak. Because I said, Gabby, how could you? I mean, I understand you missing him, but like that shit was funny.
Did you see everybody's eyes? Like as she, even Brittany's blue eyes were like, girl, he's right there.
He's right there, girl. So all right, so obviously Rob makes it to the room. Rob is over here already telling Dylan and I think Gabby, and is like, they're gonna frame me, they're gonna frame me. And I said, no, babes, you framed yourself. Perfect, like picture frame on the wall and everything. You framed yourself, baby boy. Nobody else. And after breakfast,
really quick. I just want to say this is the other thing. A frame is only good if it actually works, babe. 3 times? You think framing you for 3 times in a row?
Yeah.
Turn it on, babe.
Turn it on. Well, he didn't. So after breakfast, obviously people are complaining because Danielle's crying again. I'm like, y'all, she's cried literally every freaking murder. Like, just let her cry. Like, and clearly this was weighing heavy on her because she really had a good relationship with Derek. And I don't know if y'all seen like the clip after banishment or after them getting murdered and finding out who the traitors are. Like, Derek was actually very surprised about Danielle. He did sense a difference in her demeanor, but you could tell that like he's like, dang, that's like my girl. Like, I was surprised she would do that to me. But I think as he watches it back, he'll understand why she did it. So that's that. People, of course, again, complaining over Danielle's tears. Dylan tells Rob and Derek that Dylan tells Rob that Derek said Brittany is a traitor, right? And Rob is like, okay, I'm gonna capitalize off of this. I'm gonna do my best to spin it. Because of course Dylan's gonna run everything to Rob. Like, he's the perfect pawn. He was the perfect, like, what else? How do you say it in Big Brother terms?
He's
the perfect sheep.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
That too.
Dylan's a complete idiot. And he knows. Listen, maybe I watch too much TV, y'all. I think I do. I really do. Because I can see when production is editing shit and the way that they cut stuff and or put things together. I'm like, obviously Dylan already knows that his own friend is a traitor, but they told him that he has to play it off as if like he doesn't know that, because there's many times where you caught him even trying to say like, I'm not going to say the part that you did, I'm going to say Brittany's name. I'll say her part. And I'm just like, why are you not like Tom right now, honestly? Because you were also sitting there when Wes came up with this thing and said that, obviously Rob is the traitor. Like, why are you not acting like Tom? Like, I feel like everybody, even Sam got off his fucking high horse and was like, oh, we're going to go after you today, Rob. Like, it all points back to you. So I was just wondering why Dylan was the only one giving him the benefit of the doubt. And he even, oh God, Dylan, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No. But I'm convinced, because I feel like what you said is spot on, right? He had to have known, or was like, okay, I know that Rob is in my gut, Rob is a faithful, but I mean a traitor, but I'm gonna act like he's a faithful because he's a traitor that's protecting me. And he even said it at the end of the episode, like while Rob was banished, he was like, oh, like that was somebody that was protecting me, and I was fooled. But I feel like Dylan was willing to go down the line with Rob and try to get him out. So, which is good, but like, let's see if he explains that further later on in another episode, in the next episode. So, then Dylan and Rob tell Tom what they're thinking about Britt being a traitor. And I said, Tom is on Rob's ass like white on rice right now.
Can we talk about the moment where they were walking and then Tom comes with his tea, like he was about to crash into them, and he didn't follow them. Man went into another room just for 10 minutes later for him to come out and be like, so what we talking about? Like, why didn't you just follow them to the room then? You already know, which is why he then was telling Dylan, like, don't let what happened yesterday get out of your head. Like, don't forget that. You know what I mean? Like, that man is all leading. He was so funny. Like,
Tom said, don't overlook what happened. There's solid fucking evidence, man.
Against that man. I was
Don't forget the facts.
Don't forget the facts. He got into Dylan's face. I said, I would have been like, back up, bro. You don't gotta be all up in my face.
Dylan was like, I know. I was like, I know you know, Dylan. Why are you not like feeling like Tom? You should be egging him on. Like,
I'm convinced Dylan really was gonna let Rob go all the way because he was protecting him. And maybe, honestly, if that was the way that Dylan's playing, like, shout out to Dylan then. If that's
but Dylan would have had to impress me with how he was
right.
Rob out of the game. He has to. There's no way you can
get
the traitor without the traitor winning. So if
he
impressed me with a strategic gameplay or whatever, like same thing with how he did with Bob, but he just didn't have the numbers, then fine. But right now, you're still an idiot, Dylan. You're an idiot.
Yeah, I agree because like Dylan was too much of a puppy. Dylan was too much of a trying to bite Rob's ass. That's what Dylan was trying to do because like it would have been a much better gameplay of Dylan going to different people instead of just being in the room with Tokyo Rob trying to wrangle in the same group of people he already has. That's the other part where I just am like, why are you talking to Sierra who's already in your corner? Y'all walked down the aisle together. You don't need to convince her.
Right. Oh my gosh. So, okay. That's all before the mission. Let's get into the mission. They are paired up in these wedding pairs. I said, okay, they're dressed up. I said, did they have these extra costumes? Like, is this all from Alan's closet? Like, I'm confused. Why they got all these cute ass fits? Because I know they ran out of clothes. It looked like it. They sharing accessories. I see it. So
it really was giving Love Island with Cordell's chain. It's just hopping from person to person. I've seen it. I'm like, oh.
Definitely.
Yes.
But I did like all of their.
No, me too. I thought it was very cute.
Even Alan be looking good, honestly. That man knows how to dress, and he looked damn good in that damn bridal dress. It was perfect. His hair, everything.
I loved it. Yeah. It was so good. So they're paired up in these pairings. That's redundant. But it's Danielle and Brittany, Dylan and Tom, Rob and Sierra, Ivor and Sam, and Chriselle and Dolores, and Gabby and Carolyn. And am I missing anyone? No. So the rule of the game, the rules of the game is that they have to hold hands for 8 minutes long, and they will add 4,500 to the prize pot per pairing if they last the 8 minutes. So they can win a total of $27,000. My gosh, I'm struggling today. Of $27,000. All right, so 4,500 with the pairing to 27,000. The pair to hold hands longest time gets shields. The losing pair risks getting murdered. So off the bat, they're holding hands, and I said, "Oh, something's about to happen. This is too easy."
Can I ask the viewers a question though?
What's up?
So, viewers, everybody watching right now, is this a competition or a mission that you could actually compete in? That you would push yourself to gain however much money?
No.
Is that something you guys would do? I just want to know in the comments. Just please.
I would do it.
I'm being so for real. The first thing they brought out, I would have looked to the couple next to me. I'm against, and I said, y'all got it.
Y'all got
Bye.
it.
I'm out. The second they would have given me those goggles, absolutely not. Because here's the thing. Here's the problem, because now we're doing some tomfoolery. Because unless there is some insurance for my outfit, you're not putting mealworms on my clothes. I know that's for damn sure. Number one. And then number two, absolutely not. If you want me to dig or hold on to this and get like dead insects in my nails and shit, absolutely not. You got me all the way fucked up. So you know what? I'm bowing out. The rest of y'all got it. Y'all can add money to the pot. I'll take the heat later, but absolutely not. You got me
G
fucked
got
up.
goosebumps.
No.
I could not do it. Y'all,
No.
I can't even believe I was watching it. I'm only doing this for y'all. Reality Unloaded viewers, I'm watching it for y'all because I don't do bugs. I'm scary. I don't like any bugs. I don't care if they're small, they're more afraid of me than I am. No, I'm scared of them. Okay? No. Absolutely.
So Dreadful Ruby says it's the dropping bugs that would have been the end of me. I have a high tolerance for stuff. I would do it. I think I would do it. I would be like Sierra though.
Yes.
But I think I would do it.
I would need somebody to. No, I'm not fucking doing it. What the fuck do you mean 10 billions of legs? Absolutely not. It's not happening. No.
When they did,
when is your birthday? That's not gonna help.
when they did that close-up shot of pouring the bucket on Tom's hat.
Oh
no.
my god.
Wait.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
the
yeah.
snake? I could do the snake. The snake's fine. Trust me. Call me Britney Spears. I'll do the snake. Everything else inside that box, you got me fucked up. No.
Keeks, do you think you and I could have been partners, or would we have lost?
No, girl, not both of us. You would have pulled back, and I would have been so sad.
You would have been like Dolores, like I picked the wrong partner.
Wrong partner, literally. Because let's talk about it. Let's talk it.
Let's
So,
talk about it.
Chriselle and Dolores DQ 15 seconds in, bro. They're not even on the first bug fully.
Same.
No, come on. I was like, Chriselle, but I get it. Like some people, they just don't like bugs. And then everybody else pretty much makes it through to the point that we have tiebreakers now. So it's Dylan and Tom versus Ivor and Sam. And Ivor and Sam win that tiebreaker. And the tiebreaker was to pretty much find a ring in a box of worms and roaches and whatever else after they got drenched in all these bugs. Oh, it was a lot. Go ahead. What were you going to say, G? You're muted.
Sorry. Can I make a comment with regards to Sam really quick? Sam, I'm going to give you your twos.
Your twos.
You know I think you're an idiot. And you know you're just a waste of space. But you laughing as the bugs was falling on your hair, and they even cut back to that specific scene like twice. Chef's kiss. I loved it. I was dying laughing. I'm surprised none of that got in your mouth, but that was funny. That was a good ass clip. Like
he was over. He was calling them all types of cute and everything. I was like, oh my gosh.
He made me laugh. He actually did. So I'm gonna give you those twos.
See, it's people like Sam where I would have went back to the castle and I would have said, everybody, good job. You guys got it.
You're right.
Because ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Dreadful Ruby. Chriselle ain't worried about that money pot. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I know Chriselle, she probably thinking, listen, I could make $250 off of a home that I sell. Like, this ain't nothing. Like, I'm good. Bloody Money. Danielle flipping off Alan. Alan is laughing his ass. That was hilarious. I was cracking up in that moment. So again, Sam and Ivar, they win the tiebreaker. Gabby, Carolyn versus Danielle and Brittany. And Danielle and Brittany end up winning the tiebreaker. Smart of Danielle to wrap her hair up like that, because I would have too. I said, these braids cost too damn much. I'm wrapping my hair.
I will also say, as the Big Brother fan, that warmed my heart. That warmed my heart. And we'll talk about the end scene too. But
yes,
this, like, as a fan, especially of them too, this episode was great. This episode was great.
It was a great showing for them.
And
It
it
really
just
was.
showed how well, like, some people really try to downplay Big Brother players. Granted, you know, you're in one house or whatever, but you really got to be good at almost every single game and or the strategic, the social aspect of it in order for you to make it as far as these women both did. You know what I mean? So I love that they got to show these people like, we're here to compete, even though it's giving Fear Factor, not actual
Yeah.
Big Brother or anything, puzzle games or whatever. But they also were there to compete. So you know what? Brittany, Danielle for Survivor, for the challenge, whatever the fuck they want to go do, I want to support them. They can do it. If they can do bugs, because I can't, y'all can do anything.
Right. I agree. And then obviously Rob and Sierra, they didn't have to do the tiebreaker because they were against Dolores and Chrishell, and Dolores and Chrishell DQ'd. So they were good. But Sierra was having a really rough time. I am very surprised that Rob was able to coach her through that, which is really good on Rob because he needed that.
Yes. Yes.
So then let's get into again, so here are the people that are now in risk of getting murdered. So it's Gabby and Carolyn. It's Dylan and Tom, and then it's Chrishell and Dolores. Okay, everybody else, they good. All right, so we get back to the castle. On the way to the castle, Rob is in the car and he's over here bringing up Brittany. And I said, oh, here he go, trying to plant the seeds, but it's going to come back and bite him in the ass. We then see it cut to Brittany, and Brittany is in another car, and she's with Carolyn and Danielle and one other person, Gabby, I believe.
No. Was it Gabby in the car? I didn't think Gabby was in the car on the way back, unless they didn't show her, because it was Carolyn, Danielle, and
Brittany.
Was it Dolores?
Because I was thinking,
I thought it was Gabby.
No, I don't think they were. Because in my head, I remember saying to myself, I'm like, why is Danielle and Caroline always in the car with Brittany? Like, or do they not like separate them or stuff like that? But I felt like it's always them in the car. But those are the three.
Okay.
I don't think there was anybody else, honestly, unless Gabby was in somewhere in the front or whatever. But I'm not too sure.
I don't remember.
I can't remember exactly, but either way, obviously Brittany is bringing it up, going after Rob. Like, all signs point to Rob. And Carolyn and Danielle, they're quiet. They are looking around, everybody on mute, because absolutely, why would they even try to point it at anybody else at this point, which I thought was a smart move. Like, don't say anything, just listen to what they're talking about. And then we get to the castle, and then Tom and Ivar, Dylan and Sam are having a conversation, all without Rob. And I said, oh, it's really over for Rob. It looks like. And Tom is bringing up Rob again, like, hello, how could we not look his way? Whatever, blah, blah. And I'm like, I am so glad that, Tom, you got a little bit of sense. Not a lot, a little bit. To put 2 and 2 together. Oliver, listen, what you thinking?
G gave Sam his 2s. I'm going to give Tom his 2s. He ain't getting much more than that. I'm sorry.
No, not at all.
Wes already laid the groundwork for this, and then Derek capitalized. So, but listen, Tom, you cashed the check. I'm proud of you. But yeah, I just cannot believe that it was left to Tom, of all people, for him to drive this home. I just was like, I was sitting there and I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I was like, what timeline is this? Because there ain't no way. Ain't no way.
None whatsoever. It's the timeline where Kamala wins, clearly.
After yesterday? Absolutely.
Bro, can we talk about that real quick?
Yes.
Why? You know what? Let me not. I'm gonna get to it. So then Rob is talking to Chrishell, Sierra, and Dolores, and he's telling them that the traitors are running laps around them. You know, why would he murder Derek and make himself the biggest target? And he brings up Brittany again. They're starting to look at Brittany a little sideways, like, okay, well, Brittany lays her head low, especially during the round table. She's not saying much, whatever. And I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go.
So my comment to that is maybe I hold on to what these people say, like, because I actually remember. Chriselle, weren't you just coming at Wes? Same for Gabby. Weren't you just coming at Wes for being a little too aggressive with who they want, to potentially target round table? You brought it up in the car. Cool. I'm sure you already brought it up to them because they're the people you trying to gain your numbers with, so that you have people, right? Cool. You already brought it up in the car. Then you're bringing it up again as these women are eating. Dolores already looked like she was just like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to talk about, I'm trying to eat, blah, blah, blah. But then Chriselle and them, she was just obviously playing with her food or just trying to like end this damn conversation. But my thing is like, aren't y'all the same women that said that Wes was pressing y'all about, let's target such and such? Don't y'all feel
right
like on by Rob? Like, he's been talking about Brittany all day, but y'all, as Brittany was saying, don't y'all always already talk? So why all of a sudden, because of Rob, you guys want to not be talking to Brittany? Like,
my question is, what happened to the women sticking together? What happened to that? And then 2, if we're going to bring up the not talking allegations, then why is Sam not being brought up? Hell, y'all forgot Ivar was there 5 feet away from you. Bring him up too. Why is it only Brittany? And then why are you only listening to this when Derek is the one bringing it up? I don't know because then it also, Rob, sorry. White people, they look alike. Anyways, but it was just so weird for Sierra to hear that thought and then parrot it again when it was just the women together. Or actually, I rescind that because she was talking about Danielle, so never mind. But it was so weird to me for like, and I guess I'll give Sierra like some leeway because Rob did talk her through the challenge. And so there is some trust built up there, but it's just like,
you're still not an idiot.
It's still not clicking. It's not clicking for me. The 2 + 2 is not equaling 4, babes.
You're clicking, but you're clicking down. I agree. I definitely agree with that. And yeah, like, why were y'all feeling such a way with Wes being pushy, but Rob is over here fighting for his dear life, trying to convince y'all? And yeah, I do understand that sentiment about Sierra probably trusting him more because he helped her through the game, the challenge. I do understand that. But yeah, why are y'all not looking at Sam? And honestly, what is Ivar doing for y'all to keep him in the game? That is one person that does not contribute strength-wise, does not contribute to any conversation, and goes wherever the wind blows. So why is he there? I would have just voted him out because I don't want him there.
Yeah, like, and for me, I feel like you got to pick one. You can either have Sam or you can either have Ivar. Which one of those people do you want? And
right.
Fine by me after that. But you can't be having both of them on here talking about we're going to partner up. And y'all both don't need to be here. for real.
Yeah, definitely. So, like G mentioned, Brent notices that the girls are not talking to her in the same light. Like, they're being a little weird. They're being a little distant. So then we go into the round table. And Dylan starts it off. Oh, I do want to point this out. I was cracking up when Alan pulled up to the round table and he scared the crap out of Carolyn. Carolyn is so easily, like, she's so expressive. She's like,
no, but I would have been scared too because she wasn't looking back. I when I rewatched it again, I was like, was she like, did she hear him? Did she know? And she didn't. And that's kind of scary too. You ain't gonna walk up behind me and
right.
Like, and you know what though? That was hilarious, and it did make me laugh with Caroline instead of at her. So I'll give her that.
Same. Okay, so Dylan starts off the round table. Then and he pretty much is like, listen, I was left with 2 names. The two names that I was provided by Derek was Rob and Brittany. What were you gonna say, Oliver?
Did he not tell Derek, or, God dang it, Rob, did he not tell Rob, I'm not going to say your name?
No.
What?
He did say that when he was saying, he said that, but in regards to them having the talks after breakfast, not with regards to the round table or anything like that, because everybody already knew that Derek had said Rob's name and whatnot at the round table. So he was only doing those conversations more so to have Brittany's name in the topic, not because Rob was already there. So he tried to, do you understand? Like he did say that, but he was saying that with regards to that day, that morning, not the round table.
I get that. I just think if I was there, I wouldn't have said Rob's name, period. Like if I was Dylan and I was loyal to Rob, I would have just kept it at Brittany for me. But I also think though, like I'm more of like, I'm thinking like strategic and gameplay wise, I'd be like, I wouldn't even give the room for Rob. I just would have kept it at Brittany, shut case, keep it pushing.
I think he had to though, because it wouldn't have followed with whatever story he was telling them in the morning. You know what I mean? Because he was telling them that Derek said two names. You know what I mean? But he wasn't.
I see what you're saying.
You know. So for me though, I genuinely. First of all, I want to go back real quick because I thought Dolores was gonna speak up again. The way they cut to her, and I was like, Dolores, please, like, just leave it for someone else. So when Dylan said that he wanted to speak up, I was like, oh, okay. You really about to turn it on Brittany? Like Brittany's not ready for you. Like Brittany, stay ready. So he
yes,
turned it on to Brittany, and look what happened. Brittany was like, "What? Who you talking
right.
about? It don't got shit to do with me."
Right. And I love
she
that.
Ain't got no evidence. That. Nobody has any evidence.
None. They were just going off of vibes and Rob's lies. Mm-hmm. Which I did appreciate. Brittany was like, listen, like, what are you doing? And I also thought the same thing. I thought Dolores was about to pop off first. And then I was happy that after he brings it up, like Tom is over here, like he's pushing for Rob. He's like, no, like it has to be you. And then Sam even like supports Tom and says, listen, like 3 people that were murdered back to back all came after you. And they all like this all benefits you. So now you need to explain why you aren't the traitor, like defend yourself. And Rob, he explains it. And at this point, like G mentioned earlier, I'm like, oh, Rob, you are just giving them the playbook. You are literally letting them inside of your mind. Like you didn't have to go this deep. You could have just been like, why me? Like, why would I do that? I'm not the traitor. I'm not the traitor. You could have went with that instead of, no, it had to be this. And this is why. And Brittany, she's the reason. She's a mastermind. And that's a gamer right there. So out of all of the other people, she would do that.
And why is that his reasoning? That because everybody he's gotten out is a gamer, so he thought that he could use the same phrasing.
Yep.
Each person, and I'm just like, hold on. He's like, who could do this? And in my head, if I was sitting at that round table, I'd be like, this sounds very familiar. You did that last week. You did that the week before. You did that the week before. Like asking us who could pull off such a game move. But at the end of the day, you're the one who can pull off these game moves. You know what I mean? So I honestly was taken aback by that. And I want to go back to Sierra. Sierra girl, just because that man held your hand with some damn bugs doesn't mean that he's not a traitor. Okay? Just because he explained himself last night doesn't mean that it's not a new roundtable. He got to explain himself today based off of today's lies and today's nonsense that he pulled. Like, don't play with me. Sierra, girl, you really embarrassing me. But I'm going to just let you leave because you're a part of Summer House. Fine, go enjoy your summer vacation.
Oh my gosh. No, I get you. I was like very like, come on now. And I was somebody pointed it out, Dreadful Ruby. Burn votes are so annoying. I was so pissed off at that. I'm like, it's too late in the game to be doing burn votes. Like, get it together, figure it out. And when we see Sorry, go ahead, Oliver.
Oh, no, I was gonna say I agree with that. Make a decision, and stand in it. Stand in 10 toes in it, regardless
Mm-hmm.
if you're wrong or correct. Like you need to make a decision, not this whole because regardless if you throw away votes, somebody's still gonna go home, babes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know what that thought was of just listen, and I understand petty is as petty does. I too would vote out Tom. Absolutely. No shame. I get it. But
I
it's
get
just
it.
like
But come on.
No,
it's
but
like
the
this to
burning
be a
vote,
conversation later.
the burning
Yeah.
votes make you look like an idiot.
Yeah.
No, seriously, it just lets me know that like I can't play the game with you because when it's time for you to think logically, strategically, and whatever, you can't do that. You can't put your feelings aside to play this game. I want some money. I don't
Yeah.
understand. Like, what are we doing here? Everybody knows what game that they signed up for. So if y'all all knew y'all could have all been picked as a traitor, y'all all would have been, betraying your friends and all that stuff. Why is it now all of a sudden that you can't vote somebody out? Bro, you're a traitor.
Right.
The votes are against you. I'm following the numbers. Like, granted, everybody can have that one where it's like, oh, like how oh my God, the one with Jeremy. Jeremy didn't want to vote out the bald-headed guy. You know what I mean? So it's just like I understand everybody has like certain moments where they just can't vote somebody
Tony.
out. Tony, yes.
The bald-headed guy, and I'm over here like, wait, Jeremy's bald-headed too. Wait, who's she talking about?
I remember Jeremy's name. I can't remember.
But yes, I get you. I get you. Trust me. So again, Rob tries to defend himself, and listen, Rob, you really tried your best, I guess. D for effort, because wow, what the heck was that? I was just like, you literally just I would have thought you were the traitor just by you thinking all of that. Like, you smelt it, you dealt it at this point.
Because nobody is gonna be that methodical and that like logical if you were not the traitor. Nobody would be. Not a single person. So for you to do that and give all these reasonings as to why, and you were literally like step by step walking your thought process. It was like, come on.
You're holding my hand, walking me through this.
Through it.
You're the traitor. Like,
he literally brought out a whole PowerPoint slide and said, week by week, this is week 1. We did this. Week 2, everybody, you're still following. That's what he did. And I was like, girl, get it together.
He did that. It was insane. So Britt, after the explanation, she's like, listen, I'm flattered that you think I'm that smart and that strategic, but it's not me. This is all a misfire, and everything points to you at this point. Like, I don't know how else to turn it. And I feel like at this moment, like, Britt seems very genuine. Clearly, like, I feel like she's won the group over, whoever was on the fence. So then we get into the voting. So for Rob, it was Tom, of course. It was Britt. Then the shock hit Rob when he saw Carolyn vote for him, and he said, oh God. And I said, yeah. And I said, yes, we're finally gonna get what we need.
I didn't think she was gonna do it.
I was a little nervous too, but I was like, this is your only way to get him out.
I was gagged.
Take it.
Gagged.
Take it while you can. Sam, of course, and then Ivor, and then lastly, Danielle. And which I was like, yes. But either way, if Danielle didn't vote for him, which she wasn't going to do, she wasn't about to sever the relationship. She just tried to rebuild with Brittany. And then Gabby voted for Rob. I said, Rob, you were going home.
Danielle ate that up with that reasoning, talking about, you trying to go after my BB fellow. You know what I mean? She was like, yeah, I'm not having that. And then Caroline ate that too. And she was like, it just doesn't make sense for a gamer to be going after a gamer. Like, girl.
Yeah.
Y'all knew what y'all was doing.
It was so good. And it makes sense, like, especially a BB player going after another BB player like that. Come on now. So then Tom gets some votes from Chriselle and Dolores. And I'm over here like, Chriselle and Dolores, wake up. I get it. Y'all don't like Tom, but wake up. I'm tired of y'all voting for Tom. I'm tired of it. Then we have Britt. Britt gets votes from Sierra and Rob. And then Gabby gets a vote from Dylan. That one.
I can't.
But that is the reason why I immediately thought, oh, Dylan knows that Rob is a traitor, but he knows that Rob is protecting him as a traitor. That's why he went for Gabby. Because he said if he makes it through this game, because Dylan was one of the first votes, I was like, I'm convinced that Rob, he wants to keep Rob on his good side in case Rob stays in the game.
Yep. And honestly, he's still an idiot. Because I would rather, like, I don't understand why people don't want to take the chance on voting for who do you possibly think is a traitor instead of wasting a throwaway vote like that. You're not even getting an inkling on whether you're on the right track or not. Like, you know what I mean? Whether your thought process or whatever things you're using to gauge whether or not somebody's a potential target for a traitor, you're not even giving yourself the time and opportunity to do that. You're just like, well, let me chill here and I'm just gonna always say Gabby. Like, Dylan, you're kind of annoying me because you had all of this fucking mouth in the beginning for Bob and you wanted to go after a traitor, blah 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 blah, cool, no problem. Now all of a sudden, because you got humbled and you had to learn how to play the damn game, and you did, and now you're not even playing it right because you're over here throwing away votes. You're not Chriselle and you're not Dolores. I need you to stop that. Like, where was the footing? Because even Sammy and Ivar freaking voted the way that they needed to damn vote. And what about you?
Mm-hmm.
I was so confused as to his vote. Like, because here's where it just kind of boggles my mind. If you are going to throw Britt's name out there, why would you not vote for her? Like, you were the one who threw her under the bus, but you can't commit to the vote. Then why did you not do this beforehand? And then his reasoning was like, oh, I don't think you're a traitor. I don't think Rob is a traitor. But like, and this kind of goes back to G's point about production. Like, I wish we would have gotten a scene of Dylan talking to Brittany about the accusation. Because it's like, if you don't believe that she's a traitor, where was that lead up? Like, where did you stop that thought process? And then again, then why did you not go to the rest of the group to try and retract or redirect what the group opinion and the target is? It made zero sense. And again, I don't understand the obsession with Gabby. Listen, Gabby's a gorgeous girl. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's flirting. Maybe it's flirting. I don't know. But he needs to fix it. The Riz is off. There is no Riz. You are not on the Bolton team. You were not in the High School Musical throwing hoops. I'm sorry. We need to get back to the lab. Back to the lab. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Sierra girl, what you gonna do now? I want to know.
Well, she was just like, well, that's why he was so certain he was trying to throw off the, at the end when he gets voted off after banishment, but.
Wait, did y'all see when after the vote and everybody in Boston Market, he said that he was a traitor? Did you see Brittany's chair break the set?
No! Oh my God, it did?
Yes, if you go back and look, like she left out of her seat and her chair flew back and it broke one of the little side things, the gates with the holes. It fully just fell through.
Oh my God, that is crazy. I did not peep that. I gotta go watch that back.
Yeah, they were all super excited about that. I'm just like, come on now. Yeah, Bloody Money said, hold on.
Tom's celebration is over the top, but Tom has an active lawsuit against him for recording someone without their consent. I don't understand why he keeps getting cast on shows. This guy is diabolical. I don't know either. I just know that he cheated on what's her name? Ariana.
Yeah, Ariana.
And she got her lick back by looking fine as ever on Love Island.
With that bob.
And obviously
and that
getting booked and busy, being booked and busy, of course,
Bloody Money. Tom's celebration was completely over the top. Like I said, it was giving production was like, I'm giving you this episode 7. So about you. You got it.
You got it, Tom.
Wear that red tracksuit.
But anyway, so yes, Rob gets up there and he goes, yeah, I have always and since the start of the game have been a traitor. And woo, I was so happy. Bob the drag queen, you have been avenged. Yes.
Hercules.
Hercules. Yes. Oh my god, I was so happy he was out. I was like, bro, like you're ruining the game. Cage Boy's gone. The guys are gone. So much for being goats in the games. Y'all got slaughtered. Y'all were sacrificial lambs, actually. It was horrible. It was just sad showing for all three of them guys. Y'all all three played horrible games. Derek actually, out of all three, played the better game.
Right, because he knew, and he did try to get the trade out. I feel like
and he tried.
He did more, like previously, but yeah.
And again, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. And in this case, the clown is Bob.
Rob.
No, Bob.
Oh.
Bob the drag queen. He's the clown.
Okay.
Because, drag race. He's, drag queen, clown. Sorry. Never mind. But yeah, I was so happy when Rob got the hell out of that damn castle. I said, yes, get the hell out of here. Go to wherever city you came from. Get out of here. Bye. And his little because I still hate the filter that they put on them while they're doing their little confessional. They look like they're underwater. But he says, like, he really was gonna take Carolyn all the way at the end. And I said, bro, nobody believes you. No one believes you. Stop it.
What's your beef with Danielle? What's everybody's beef?
Right. I don't like that. And then even that he's over here talking about Danielle is a bad player. And I said, Danielle's a bad player, but she's still in the game.
And you're a bad player. You're a bad player. Because if you were a good player, you wouldn't have got caught and you wouldn't have had to be getting out the people saying your name in the game.
Exactly.
You're a bad player.
Right. You want to say, oh, this person's bad. This person's bad. She outlasted you. So again, what does that say about you? If she's bad, but you played worse, there's some retrospection that needs to happen there. Like, was Danielle the one who was defending herself 3 weeks in a row? I don't know. Hey, listen, and also too, if you go back and look at those exit interviews, person after person after person, they all got the envelope that said Danielle. Shocked, every single one of them. But with you, it was obvious. I don't know. Listen, I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, so not too much. Back the fuck up.
Right. So you were gonna say more? No, right.
I would have. You would have.
No. No. I agree. Because Wes was the main one, and I will actually take Wes's word for it. He said, Danielle. Oh, nah, that lady, she's playing an amazing game because I would have never sniffed her out. And Wes be knowing.
So yeah, not too much on Danielle. Like, yes,
yeah,
we know that she made bad game moves and things like that, but you're out before her, so you ain't playing any better.
Not too much on my girl. Anyway, so let's move on. So then we get a little twist or whatever, Alan comes back and he's like, listen, now we got to get ready for the murder. And he goes, the 6 players up for murder, which is Chriselle, Dolores, Dylan, Tom, Gabby, and Carolyn. They're going to have to go to the castle church and they will walk alone and await their fates. And they will have to face the traitors by whoever gets murdered or whatever. So the traitors will determine who's going to get murdered and they are going to face these people. And I said, oh, okay. How do y'all feel about this? How did y'all feel about that little face-to-face meeting? Or like the setup?
They do it every year.
Season.
So, it was bound to happen. My problem is, who are they going to get rid of? Because, like, obviously, they can't get rid of Caroline, so it's like, I think they would be stupid to still get rid of Tom, even though I want his ass gone. It would be ridiculous.
Don't get rid of Tom.
They can't get rid of him, so it has to be either Chriselle, Dolores, or Gabby, because I don't see them getting rid of Dylan. I really don't. But then again, I don't see Caroline letting go of Gabby. And
I hope it's Chriselle. I'm sorry.
I think it might be Chriselle.
Me too. I think it's either gonna be Chriselle or Dolores.
Yeah, I agree.
Dolores was over here threatening the traitors, like, yeah. I was like,
It's
sis,
so funny.
Which
what?
is so funny to me because she's like, oh, I'm gonna come after you traitors after throwing a vote for Tom. Now be serious.
That's why I was
please.
confused. I said, okay,
And
girl.
they definitely giving you your heads up, like you're getting murdered. Say something feisty, like yeah. Because girl, like honestly, it's between Chriselle and Dolores. I don't see them getting rid of Dylan because, Danielle said, Dylan is for Caroline and Danielle. Tom is an idiot. You understand? He got his one, and he's not gonna get any more. And then Gabby, Caroline is friends with Gabby. So Chriselle's the
Mm-hmm.
only one that I don't know if Danielle's gonna be like, oh, she was rubbing my arm and my back, when Derek left, for her to be like, oh, we can't get rid of it. But they have to. That was what was hard for me. I was like, dang, who are they gonna get rid of? And I hope it's somebody good. Like, there's gotta be some sort of change now.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. They gotta be smart about this. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do for sure. And that's like, or well, we see them in the turret kind of thinking what to do. Carolyn pretty much tells Danielle, like, listen, we need to have each other's backs, but you cannot have Brittany over me. And Danielle's like, no. And I'm over here like, I don't know, if I was Carolyn, I wouldn't trust that either. But I understand, like, Danielle, you have to be convincing. Like, you got to do a better job at being more convincing, because if I was Carolyn, I would be looking at you sideways still too.
Real quick though, because I need Danielle to be smart. If you want to go home with the money, I know for a fact Brittany knows you're a traitor. So there's no way
Yeah.
you go to the end with Brittany. She's gonna get you out. Now, I'd rather you go to the end with Caroline because y'all both can just obviously take the money home. But you can't take Brittany. There's no way. She knows that there is no way you're not gonna win the money, girl. And we need to make sure you win the money.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. She's gonna have to make it up to Caroline and stick with her. They're gonna have to stick together because they're gonna have to pick a third person to be a traitor, which they could potentially bring Brittany's ass in if they wanted to. Or bring Gabby's ass in.
Yeah. I think it's either gonna be Gabby or Brittany that get recruited.
Yeah, and
if Gabby becomes a traitor, I'll be so excited. Listen, y'all. Gabby has like truly won me over this season. I don't know. Gabby's just like
just so funny.
I just enjoy watching her. I don't know.
Yeah,
she's hilarious. No, I agree too. I would enjoy Gabby because I just feel like she's not a gamer, so it would be nice to see that perspective.
She's not a gamer. She has good reads, and she
does.
At least thinking logical. Like when things are laid out to her, she can process it in that short amount of time to make a good decision. And she has not let me down once, except for I think last week when she had a throwaway or something like that. But she really hasn't let me down in terms of like, all right, here's my decision. I'm sticking to it. I'm like some people.
So, Music Neurons, thank you for your question. Is Danielle playing better, in your opinion, better than when she wasn't afraid of getting murdered in a challenge?
She's playing the same to me.
Yeah.
I
don't think she's playing any better. I think she's just aware of the consequences of her actions and knows that she has to clean it up a little bit better because now there's not as many people in the castle. And it's going to be easier to point things out with a smaller group. So I think that's what it comes down to.
I will give her some credit because I think Danielle is playing quieter, a lot quieter.
Yes.
She's blending in the background. The other thing, though, that I will say that's so shocking to me is everybody saying how surprised they are when they read Danielle's name. Listen, every person, I'm like, wait, y'all didn't expect her? I'm gagged. So I think from an outsider, she's playing better because it's like, oh, y'all didn't know this, but okay, sure. You know what? Whatever gets my girl that check. That's what matters.
So I need to start watching this show. Absolutely.
SKG, definitely. You need to get on
You
it.
need to start watching the show immediately.
Good.
Okay, please. You gotta start watching it. It's good. And you could binge it. Honestly, this is like the perfect time to start watching it because it's gonna end in the next few weeks. But yeah, like that is the episode. Again, I'm just so happy that Boston Rob is definitely gone out of the picture. Deuces.
Yay.
About time. Yeah, I really wish y'all would have got him out way sooner because we would have had an even more entertaining season versus than the steamroll of, you know, whatever city Rob. I had no idea. That's definitely my style.
That was my this will be my last comment. Especially now that Tokyo Rob is gone, Moscow Rob is gone, I feel like the game can actually start. Because now it's like everybody obvious is off the table. Now we really are going to start to see the game.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I don't know, like I said, it might be me watching too much TV. For some reason, I have a feeling that this was planned between Danielle and Caroline. Like, I don't know, but something's telling me that they had a talk and we missed it somewhere, somehow, and they agreed to get on the same page because they knew once they got Rob out, they could finally, it could be them too, and they could reach some sort of understanding. I don't know, y'all. Don't know for specifics, but I truly feel that they're going to take this to the end. And they're going to definitely make it work.
Yeah. I mean, you could tell that they were just so elated. Like they felt like the weight lifted off their shoulders when they were like, they got into the turret and they're like, oh my God, girl. Yes, we got him out. Like that's the only way y'all was going to get him out anyways, because he was running that turret. Like, I ain't like that. I didn't like that one bit. But that's all we have for y'all when it comes to the Traitors, baby. But Bloody Money, I just wanted to answer your question. Keeks, did you see the cast for the challenge season 41? Unfortunately, it ain't the same people.
Everything. I said the same thing. That eye roll, yeah. I was like, girl, keep it.
The same people over and over again. I'm tired. Why do we have to see y'all again? Like, it should be fresh meat, or it should just be new people. Like, I don't want reality TV people. I want people off the streets. Okay? I want this to be like why are y'all not pulling people from like or casting people similar to like The Circle, right? Like they're giving you fresh new people all the time. And then they have the select few people. And I get it, like it's definitely looking like it's gonna be veterans versus rookies, but I'm not messing with it at all. Like I don't like it.
Just a genuine question. How does Survivor do 2 seasons a year with new people, but the challenge can't?
Right.
Let's
talk about that.
So confused.
Let's talk about that. The same way Love Island USA can bring a whole bunch of people in bombshells, and you can't even give me a cast of new people.
Come on. And then that's the thing. They're not casting younger people anymore. Bloody Money. Everybody is 27 plus. The knees are given out. We need younger people that are willing to be messy, not give a damn, and honestly not just be there for a check. Like they're fighting for their damn lives. This is make or break it for them. This is not the same thing.
But I will say though, hold on, I don't really want too much young people on my screen either. Yes, they bring mess. Yes, they bring drama or whatever, but they be dragging it. Like I feel like it's never that serious, and that's when I'm starting like, yes, because they're this young, and you know they have nothing. They think the world is revolved around this thing, and it's the end all be. I don't want to hear that. So no, but
I get you. Like I
more than me, so I understand.
We need not the lights out.
I know the lights said it's time for y'all to go.
But I do want to say it's just we need a healthy balance, and I'm not liking the cast so far, Bloody Money. But thank you for your question. Music Neurons, thank you so much. G, the mug is given refreshed, easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Hovercraft.
Kay, your blowout is so cute. Thank you so much, boo. Oliver, your face could break hearts. I love your nicknames for Rob. Thank you. I got on late. When's the next episode? Details, please, quick. Okay, so the next episode is on Thursday, 9 p.m. on Peacock. If you don't got it, get somebody's login that does have it.
And if
Don't
you
pay
don't
for it.
got it, hit somebody up.
Or do a trial.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Just hit me up. I got you.
But all right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for all your questions. Make sure to hit that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. And deuces. Bye, everyone.